Well, hello. We continue our broken road travels now through the first waypoint of reawakening your true self. Our next growth-inspired comfort stop is Exit 2, which teaches us by its very words and title to never stop short of your dreams. There was a young farmhand who worked hard, got married, and saved up enough money to buy his own property. After discussing the mutual designs with his wife, the young man quit his job and went to work building their house. He was pleased when it was finally completed. Soon, the proud couple could have their own piece of land to farm and a warm home where they would raise children. The only thing the couple's property lacked was water, and being a good distance from any town, a well would have to be dug to get it. So he brought in a well digging company. Unfortunately, no matter how hard the engineers tried or how many holes were dug, the crew kept coming up dry. What was the young man to do? Without water to support his family's home, the dreams of the newlyweds' future were crushed. Yet there was no going back. He had quit his job and invested everything they had on the farm. All he knew now was that he couldn't give up on their dreams. He spoke with the head engineer but was told all was lost. The money the young man had paid for the digging service was now all spent on failed attempts. So they had no choice but to give up. As a matter of fact, the engineer told the young man they were just about to pull the digging drill from the last hole in the field. The young man was going to call his wife with the devastating news when something inside him told him no. Instead, he went back to the head engineer and asked him how deep they had gone down the last hole. The engineer answered they had gone 1,000 feet. The young man asked how far just a single turn of the rig would take the drill down. The engineer told him it would only go down about 4 inches. The young man then pleaded with the engineer to fire up the rig and give it just one more turn. The engineer declined, reminding the young man that all his money had been spent and only 4 more inches couldn't matter. Yet he persisted, explaining that he wasn't ready to give up on his future. He would find more money if he had to, but begged the engineer to give the drill just one more turn. Something inside the engineer stirred and, against his better judgment, he radioed out to his crew, ordering them to give just one final turn of the drill before pulling out. 10 minutes later, the crew radioed back to say that they had finally struck water, and both men fell to their knees. Don't give up on your dream, even when you've been digging for a long time. You may only be inches away from your reward. If you quit, however, that which you seek will forever remain unrealized just below the surface. And when you meet someone who seems to keep digging but has yet to find their water, help them give just another turn of the drill. One more shot, after all, just might be the one that fulfills their dream. I'll leave you with your thoughts.